Welcome to Sleuthcast with Dr. Bear, Bumpy Bear, and Swiss Bear. Join them in the den for some bear opinions on gaming. And now, our host, Dr. Bear.
So how old is too old for gaming?
Yeah, how old is too old for gaming? Like personally, I don't think there is ever an age where it's like, oh, you're 35, you can't play anymore. I don't think that's the case, and I really don't think that should ever be the case. And I don't think there should be a actual age stigma where it's like, oh, yeah, you're like 60, you shouldn't play games. Because there's that old dude
Right.
that's on Twitch that plays fucking I think Fortnite. He's like the grandpa gamer. He's like 70 some years old, dude, making money streaming Fortnite.
I mean, shit. Look at Snoop. Like he's like
Yeah,
60 something, isn't it?
yeah. He
He's
plays
like
Call of Duty.
pretty. He's a part of a fucking Phase Clan, dude.
That's because he's fucking Snoop, dude. That's why. But
Yeah, that's the other reason.
yeah,
But yeah, no, I think no, there's definitely not an age limit. It definitely depends on your life because obviously as I gotten older, I lost time, uh, patience, and the willingness to even just sit down and play games for a little bit.
yeah.
I definitely do make time for some games or just chill and relax, like Rocket League, Pokemon, blah blah blah
hmm
blah. I don't think it's based on age. I think it's based on arthritis. Honestly,
Arthritis
like
sets in.
I think like yeah, unless you can't like
hmm
physically or mentally sit down and play games. I mean, like there is no. I don't. There definitely is not an age limit.
hmm What's your take, Swiss?
Uh, I agree wholeheartedly. There isn't an age limit. I mean, if you like cooking, cook. Nobody ever stops encouraging that. Video games stopped being specifically for children a long time ago.
Yeah, that
Um,
you see a lot of videos too.
time to let that go. Time to let that go. No, it just like I said, like anything else in life, if it's something you enjoy doing, life's too damn short to deny yourself the things you enjoy doing. Unless, of course, those things are hard drugs and other things, which, in case, please don't do those.
Unless
Uh,
you need to,
Don't
like
do them.
prescriptions.
Only
Just
what's
saying.
prescribed to you. But no, you see a lot of videos of people just like these girls shitting on the guys. Like, he's 40 and he plays video games. Who gives a shit? Would you rather have him doing this or banging all the sluts he could find? Like, he's at home.
Right. I guess.
I
He's
say
not
it,
doing anything wrong.
it's something I say to Mrs. Bear, and she agrees with. I'm a gamer. I like gaming. I'm into nerdier stuff. I'm a Yu-Gi-Oh player too. So here's the thing though. You can think what you want to of me doing those, but she never has to worry about where I am. She never has to question what I'm
hmm
doing. And she
Yeah.
knows there's no way in hell I'm going to find a way to get laid doing this. There's nothing to worry about.
Papa Bear, be safe in the den.
Right. I
You
think
ain't got to
a
worry
follow.
about me. You know exactly. And I'm not
hmm
spending money. You know what I mean? I have the
Yeah.
games I want for the most part. She knows if I'm going to get something or if there's something coming up I want. Half the time, she's the one that buys it for me.
hmm
Um, Mrs. Bear is awesome that way.
Yeah.
I guess the follow up question to this question is why is it shit on so much? Like what like why is
People in
everyone
there, that's the misconception. They think it's only for kids, so they're like, "Oh, he plays video games. He's childish."
right?
And I enjoy life. Go and get fucked, dude. Like,
And
you
and
can
that's the
hate
thing.
your life and go to work Monday through Friday, and then sit at home, watch TV, read a book, go to sleep, be miserable with your life, or you can game with your buddies and talk shit on the internet. Like, fuck it, have
Because I
fun.
had a couple of conversations with people like, oh, don't you just have anything better to do with your life or whatever? It's like, okay, one, fuck you. Two, I have the shit that I need done.
All right.
Getting
And you know the
like,
best
don't
thing
worry.
we can do is when we get big and famous, we're gonna make an episode calling every one of them motherfuckers out for talking shit about something they didn't have a goddamn clue on, dude.
Right,
Gaming
like
makes
it.
people money. We're trying to make this our job. So clearly, we're
The
working.
multi-billion dollar.
Like if you want to waste your free time doing things that you want to do,
We
why
gonna
are you
go
shitting
mud.
on us? Go, yeah, let's go dirty our trucks
Yeah,
up.
let's go drive the truck to the
Yeah.
mud. All right.
Sorry,
Anyway.
I definitely have a spot in my hate heart to for fucking rednecks. I just anything like that they like, I don't fucking get it. I don't fucking
No.
get it. Roll
Harley's.
Tide.
In case you guys didn't know, Swiss hates Alabama, so definitely Roll Tide. But yeah, and I think that goes to society as a whole, like where the misconception is like, oh, you're a child, you don't care, and you don't handle your responsibilities, but like I have to handle my shit before I can even do what I want to do. I'm
Yeah.
a father, I'm a husband, and full-time job, so like there's other shit I have to handle. I can't just play video games. Would I rather do that? Oh,
Right.
fuck yeah, that shit's way better than going sweating your nuts off in a factory.
Would you rather be golfing? Would you
Yeah.
insert that thing for yourself? Anybody that's asking that question, just do me a favor. What's your hobby?
Yep.
Oh, I like fixing up trucks. Really? Is it worth all your time and money? Shouldn't you be a better father? Shouldn't you be a better spend more time with your it's the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
It's the
Mhm.
same
I feel we're personally
damn
attacking
thing. I just
someone right
chose
now
it.
in my brain. You know who I'm thinking of too. It's not, but it's so funny because it fits to a fucking
I
T,
say
dude.
it's not who I'm going after by any
No,
means.
no, I know what you're
It's
saying,
just
but it
the in
is funny.
general to the question.
Yeah.
And the thing is too, it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go do this and I teach my kid this because like that's gonna actually teach him a valuable thing for life. I'm just
Mhm.
like, it's 2023. Look how far computers, video games, and, like look at even school. Like, bro, you get a fucking tablet. Everything
Yep.
like everything is on computers. This is the future now, old man.
Most,
Like this
most of your car
this is our
mechanics
future.
now have to have a most of your car mechanics now also have to have a secondary education of some kind in computers and stuff like that because so many
Mhm.
of the new cars are running off of CPUs.
Well, and then when they do diagnostics, like I take my car to get an oil change because I got oil change for life, whatever with when I bought it. I take it in. They send me a text off their tablet if there's anything that they recommend getting fixed, and I can tell them to go get fucked or fix it. Like, you know,
Right.
and that's technology. Before that, they'd have to come find you and talk to you, and now it's just boop at your fingertips, and you're like, yeah, I don't really need that shit.
Right. Like obviously people like dedicating their entire day and ignoring their responsibilities. Sure.
Yeah,
That becomes a problem. There is
absolutely.
such thing as gaming addiction, 100%. But if you
Yep.
know how to be responsible with it, then do you. One, it teaches hand-eye coordination. It teaches a bunch of like we talked about this in previous one where Tetris
Yes.
teaches like puzzle skills and how to react quick and
Bro,
shit like this.
Tetris is literally teaching you how to pack your car up to fucking move. To get the most fucking bang for your buck, dude. Like, seriously.
It's true though.
See
It's
episode
crazy.
1.
Yeah. So, speaking of episode 1, how do y'all feel about pre-orders, dude?
Okay. Well, my thing was back in the good old days of 360s. Yeah, I went to a lot of midnight release pre-orders and
Mm-hmm.
did all this shit. And that was when I think a little bit prior the generational gap between like hypothetical Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops 2 or whatever the shit where there was no DLC, there was none of that. So like you saw what you were getting, you got it, and you were excited for it. But now it's like you don't know how games are going to perform. I mean, to be fair, you didn't know how games were going to perform back then. But like now, for me, I'm gonna fucking one wait for the price to drop because games are fucking too expensive. Two,
Yeah.
watch people fucking play it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's a million billion fucking content creators out there that are doing what you were looking for.
I
So
do
like,
want to say,
why not?
though, like, sometimes, like, with Starfield, I don't want to read reviews because people are biased. I want to check it out myself.
That's true.
And that also leads to the thing, like, if it wasn't on Game Pass, am I going to buy it? Probably not. I'll wait for it to be on sale. Because if it sucks and
And
I
that's
spent
I'm
20
sorry.
bucks, it's a lot better than it sucks and I spent 70 bucks.
And that's a fucking another thing with fucking Game Pass and whatever's on Xbox, whatever's on PlayStation.
Mm-hmm.
Give it a fucking month. It's gonna be on it, dude.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of fucking games where I bought it. I'm just like, I guess it's a free game of the month. Great. Glad I fucking wasted money on that.
Yeah. Epic's really notorious for that, too, where they throw up free games.
Yeah, honestly. So it's like, just wait.
Hmm. I know
There's no harm in
personally
waiting.
for me, pre-orders, I used to do the midnight release things too. But then the last one I pre-ordered was Fallout 76. Well, I love the game. It was broken and terrible at launch, so like I was really thrown off. Like the people who pre-ordered the highest version didn't get what they were supposed to get. The bag wasn't how it was supposed to be. There's a lawsuit. Like that type of shit makes you not want to pre-order because why spend that much money on a special edition? That sucks. Because like I pre-ordered Dark Souls 3, I had a giant fucking statue with it, art books, all kinds of shit. Really cool. Worth the money. The game was fantastic. And then you get Fallout 76, just the base game, and I was like, this is terrible. So, I mean, for me at least, I don't think it's a viable strategy anymore because it's so accessible. Like, you can get digital versions. Like, if I wanted the game, I would literally, like, 5 clicks and I own the game, you know?
See, and that's another thing too. Is I have a PlayStation 5 digital version.
Hmm.
There ain't no pre-orders for me.
No, like, you could pre order and preload the game, but, like, you still you're
Right.
not going to get a physical copy. I, I would love to hear
I've
Swiss's opinion here. I'm interested.
you'd what?
I would love to hear your opinion on this. I'm excited.
Never got into it. Never paid attention. I pre-ordered exactly 2 games in my life and regretted both of them.
Oh, shit.
Duke Nukem Forever, which was just a horrible, horrible fucking game. Absolute trash. Uh, and then Mass Effect 3, which I've talked about here on the podcast before, where pre-ordered it, was all excited, and then it ended up being one of the most depressing games I've ever played. And yeah, I wasn't a big fan of pre-orders in the first place, and the few times I did get excited, man, it wasn't worth it.
That's the thing with pre-orders too. Like you get it, and the letdown is so big because you built up the hype for yourself for months. Seeing the ads, you're like, all right, I paid for this 6 months ago. I'm excited, and then you get it, and you're like, this is fucking terrible.
Hmm.
And then you can't return it because you're gonna get $20 for the game you just spent 75 on, $60, $70.
Yep.
You know, it's
And
just
that's a fucking
not
other thing.
financially
Uh,
feasible for an
it's
exchange.
dumb, like trading them in and everything. It's like you will never get a good return.
Hmm.
So what's the fucking point?
Yeah, I know Steam gives you what, like 2 hours of gameplay,
Right.
and you
I
can
mean,
return it.
my buddy, he fucking literally wanted bookshelves full of every single game. And if you're a collector, that's fine. That's
Hmm.
like, again, do you? But like, if you're not a collector and you just want to be like, oh, I'll play this game and then sell it. Like honestly, I bought Sword and Pokemon Violet, and it kind of like I bought it because it was cheaper to go to the store and get the actual like physical version.
Yeah.
But I hate it because now I have 2 copies that when I'm done with them, I'll potentially replay them. But like
If you were gonna
they're just
sell those though, like the replay value of Pokemon is quite high, so they retain their value. It's
right.
much different with like sports games that are geared. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Plus, those are both solid games, so like the popularity's still there. But
Right.
again, it's not one of the things that you're looking forward to doing either.
Yeah. Definitely preference too.
For sure.
All right, now this one I want to start with Swiss because I think I know what he's gonna say. But you know he surprises us time to time and says some outlandish shit that I didn't think we was gonna say. So one console, full library of games for the rest of your life. What do you pick and why?
So before I answer, what do you think my pick's gonna be?
Super Nintendo.
Okay. Fump, you got a shot here?
Um.
He's as confused as the cat behind him, dude. Jesus Christ.
I
No,
get
my
lost in
the
that cat's eyes.
No shit, huh?
no, I would say 64 for you.
You're both
Just
wrong.
Oh, see, this is what I'm saying. You think you know something, and then he just slaps you in the dick with a fucking curveball, you know? Analogies,
So
guys.
I jumped the Super Nintendo for the Genesis. So I went
Oh, shit.
NES
Okay.
Genesis. So yeah, Super Nintendo would never factor in for me.
Okay.
Um The 64. I didn't own an N64 until later in life either. While I enjoyed it, I don't have those kind of core memories. On the flip side, I want a PS2. And if we're saying the entire library,
Yeah.
that means every game it can possibly play. That includes the PS1 library.
That is absolutely true. That is a fantastic.
So for me, this is PlayStation 2 because PlayStation on PS2 they released a bunch of compilation games that were Sonic the Hedgehog.
Mhm.
So I can get a bunch of Sega games, Midway, stuff like that. I miss out on all things Mario, sure.
Yeah.
But I gain a much larger library and hella replayability. I love the PS2. So for me, that would be the PS2.
Nice.
And, you know,
I definitely enjoyed the PS2. Like that was the founding of like Need for Speed. My love for Metal Gear Solid. They got Twisted Metal. You got fucking Crash Bandicoot. Like the fucking list goes on and on. There's so much you could play. You'd literally be able to play for days and not play the same game.
Right.
It's a solid fucking choice, man. All right, Fumpy, tell us why you're picking the Xbox 360. Is that what you're picking? Because that would be fucking hilarious.
No,
Damn.
no, it's not. I did fucking love the Xbox 360. A lot of fucking fantastic memories. But honestly, uh, the exclusive games like Halo, yeah, no, Halo Reach was really good. Halo 3 was fucking awesome. But it's just not for me. And honestly, I was gonna go the Switch, just
Ooh,
because
nice.
I there was a point where I was gonna sell my Switch for extra cash, but I was just like, every time in my life when I didn't have a Nintendo system, I wanted a fucking Nintendo system. I always wanted to go back to Mario Party or Mario Kart or some
Yeah.
shit like that. So I was just like, if I keep like craving it so fucking much, that has to be the system I'm going with. But no, I would be pretty devastated. And funny enough, I'm gonna go PS5. Um,
Ooh.
I love my PS5.
Okay.
Kind of the same reason for you guys. I can go back. You can get the PlayStation Now or whatever the fuck,
Yeah, the
and
PS
get
now
the old
that's
catalogs.
fantastic. Yeah.
I love the controller. I love
Mhm.
the speed of it all. I love the online play. Just everything about this system. If I could go and like I said, like you guys said, the full catalog. That's PS5 has amazing exclusives. They
Yeah.
really fucking do.
The Spider-Man games
Uh,
are dope.
exactly. Oh, dude, Miles Morales is so fucking good.
Yeah, my son
So
played
good.
it. I was watching him. It's pretty good. I never got into it yet, but like he
Really well
definitely
done.
enjoys it. So like that says a lot.
Yeah, but no, just yeah, I couldn't. I would be upset if my PS4 or PS5 wasn't in my life.
Mhm.
That
Oh
sounded
yeah.
romantic.
Without my PS5,
keep giving it
I'm
those
nothing.
cat eyes.
Yeah.
All right. So, for me, I could go multiple ways with this. I could say I want to go PC and just every PC game ever made I could play, but that isn't feasible because most of them would have major issues with current operating systems. I think the Super Nintendo would be where I would go because that's where I got the core memories as a kid. My home life wasn't always the greatest, and I spent a ton of time at my buddy's house. I literally lived there. His parents were like second parents to me, and they had Super Nintendo, and that's what I played. Turtles in Time, Mario, like F-Zero, Pilot Wings, all those games. That's all I played all summer. We would go run around outside, and it's like, all right, it's hot. Let's go back in the game a little bit. So like the core memory aspect is what really draws me to that, and I love Super Mario. It's like you can't beat the Italian plumber the Japanese guy that's got a mustache like an Italian. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, it's fucking awesome, okay? And even then, you got Donkey Kong, you got Diddy Kong Racing, you got just obscene amounts of games that are all solid. And the best part about it is there really is no save feature on the Super Nintendo until later on, obviously, like Zelda. But initially there is none, so you either play it to beat it or you get fucking wrecked, you know? Like, I gotta go to school, pause it, hope it, like hell it's on when you get back. And the power didn't go out, so you don't lose 6 hours of progress. I do like
Never
that
grew up in
as
that
like
time
a
frame.
challenge. Huh?
So I never grew up like that, so I can't
Yeah.
relate. I always have the save option. I would be really pissed off if I
Oh, dude,
spent
yeah.
all that time.
Or you're playing like the regular NES, it would randomly just like start flashing the screen while you're playing a game, and it worked fine for like 4 hours. Just boop 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 boop. You turn it
Right.
off, turn it back on, it works just fine again. Yeah, it's fucking. Those early ones were a little finicky. But yeah, for me, it'd definitely be Super Nintendo. But if I would have issues with any games, it would probably be PC because that's literally what I play on now. And you know, if I'm already here working on stuff, I might as well play some games. Like the emulators are fun. You can get the emulators on your PC. That's always fun. So yeah, Super Nintendo is superior. Just kidding. It's not super superior, but in my opinion, it's great. Although Genesis
Like-
is fucking solid, dude. Like Sonic and Street Fighter, fuck yeah, dude. That shit is awesome.
Like I said, PS2, I play all of those.
Yes.
Right.
And now, you know, when you say a PS2, my first thought is like, you know, go back and play Gran Turismo again. I actually like a piggyback. What is a game you wish you could like play over and experience for the first time again off of your favorite console you play for the
Ooh.
rest of your life? And now for me,
Off a favorite console that we picked.
yeah. So like on the Switch, a game you would play for the rest of your life. Now for me, like I picked Super Nintendo, so I would love to experience Zelda for the first time again.
Okay.
Because the way it
no,
just
for
like
me,
captured my
PS5.
imagination, it was, you know, I was a young kid. Now I'm an adult, so I understand a lot more what's going on in the actual story, so I could enjoy the story more. You know.
Right. For me, with the PS5, just how open world it is. Minecraft. No, I'm just kidding. um, no, Horizon Zero Dawn.
Ooh,
100%.
there you go.
That game was
Mhm.
so fucking beautiful.
It
That game was really good.
The story was even better.
Oh yeah.
I dig it.
For me, it would be like Raw vs. SmackDown 05, 06, 07.
Is that the one where you could customize literally everything?
No.
Okay. I have
It
a hard
had
time
better.
differentiating.
It had better gameplay.
Mhm.
Like you would play through an entire year in the WWE, so Mania to Mania, but it would have you switch from Raw and SmackDown, and you were going after different titles and different scenarios and shit like that. And it actually made you feel like you were part of something. So the whole way through it was scripted as if this is what happened in the WWE and you're a main part of the,
Oh, that's cool, yeah.
storyline of what's going on the show and stuff.
Now, that definitely calls to the fandom too a lot, where you can feel like you're immersed in the universe of the WWE that is real, but you know, not necessarily the character you've made. It, you know, wouldn't be there, but the immersion is a huge thing too.
Right.
But
Yeah, dude, I like that.
yeah,
That's a good ass choice, man. All right, it's a bit shorter episode. That's all right. So remember, Monday through Thursday on YouTube, SXZBear will be streaming games. Monday, Wednesday is Swiss. Tuesday, Thursday is Doc. Don't forget to subscribe, goddammit. Don't make me fucking beg. Are you flirting with me,
Wait.
Swiss?
click it.
Wait. There we go.
Click the like button.
Oh yeah, click the like. Go snoop
Bye.
those
Have a beautiful
subscribe.
time.
Oh, dude.
Bye. Have a beautiful time.
Yeah, that shit in the background. Just wait till you see my hate play. Yeah. All right. That's all from myself, Doc, Fumpy, and Swiss. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Bye. Have a beautiful time.
Thank you for listening to Sleuthcast. Catch the Bears every Friday. For more bear entertainment, follow the Bears on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, and on YouTube at SXZBear. For gaming content and live streams, catch the Bears on YouTube at SXZBear. Thank you for listening.